Hi, my name is Zoe the Psychic, and today we're going to talk about the compatibility between an Aries Taurus Cusp and a Pisces. I know I'm in my onesie right now. I've been very sick and I've been healing and I just don't have the energy to wear real clothes. So I'm in my PJs making this video for you today because I know how important it is for you. Well, a lot of you have been asking me about Pisces and what your compatibility is with Pisces, so let's start with this one. You're a good-looking couple, but you have this very bougie energy, and you both care about how you appear as a couple. Like, you want things to look good. You want to be aesthetically pleasing. You like when things feel good around your house. Like, if you're sharing a space together, you want it to look nice, you know? It matters, but that doesn't mean you act all dainty and elegant. This relationship can be very messy, and that is one of the reasons that it doesn't tend to stand the test of time. You might find yourself competing with your Pisces for the spotlight. Intimacy is going to be an ongoing project for the two of you. You're going to need to figure it out if you want this to work. It's time to stop being so skeptical. You need to be in love and stop closing yourself off to all the possibilities of falling in love. And learning to meet your Pisces in the middle is a must. Don't expect everyone to approve of you and your Pisces. In fact, get used to people wanting to distance themselves from you a little bit when you date a Pisces. Your love isn't always reliable. It's flighty, and it can be very unreliable actually, and sometimes unavailable. The power dynamic is really what takes center stage in this matchup. However, the energy will even out the longer you are together, especially if you have a lot of passions in common, because mentally you operate very differently. This makes it difficult for things to heat up, or for there to generate a spark, or for that spark to turn into a flame. It's also unusual for these friendships with a Pisces to work out, or for them to get very deep, because of your tendency to get snarky with each other or act like you're better than them, because you both want things to look a certain way, and when that reality just doesn't align, it can be really tricky. So you'll need to lower your expectations, and perfectionism is not your friend when you date a Pisces. Actually, the more you surrender to the process and stop trying to control the flow of the relationship, the better. Sometimes you just have to wait and see how it will play out. It's okay to not be the same person as your Pisces. I love how you never take your Pisces for granted. You acknowledge what a catch they are. You would pay attention to each other's needs, and you would remain aware of your Pisces. You never neglect each other no matter what, which can make things so exciting. You thrive when you're together in many areas of your life. They're like your good luck charm. This is a fulfilling matchup. Believe it or not, being with the Pisces would be so rewarding for you. Pisces is mushier than you. They have a lot of complex layers, and their emotions tend to run wild. And you're much more blunt and straightforward. You can only tolerate so much of their emotional nature before you snap. You might struggle to keep up with a Pisces emotionally, because you're like, if you feel that way, why can't you just say it? What the fuck? They often can't even define how they fully feel with words, and it just makes you want to put your foot down. You're very upfront about your own feelings and your own desires. Like, it's not rocket science to you. It's not rocket science to please you. That may not be your Pisces cup of tea. They would prefer an extraterrestrial over you. They like individuals that are a little freaky, that don't wear everything on the outside, and that leave them guessing more. It's really common for your fights to be in public, in front of other people. Your Pisces would help you discover your own layers, and they would dive deeper with you. Self-discovery is part of dating a Pisces. You might be too clingy for a Pisces, or they might cling to you. You both tend to be smartasses when you're together. Your Pisces might feel like you're too critical of them, or you're too dominant, especially when you can't manage their emotional nature. Pisces are nuanced creatures. They will be turned off by your straightforwardness. They are delicate. They appreciate romance and have a lot of fantasies that you might trample all over. Just because the spark isn't always there doesn't mean the sex can't be amazing. Often this is a purely sexual situation. You must loosen the reins if you want this to work out. Pisces cannot be contained. They cannot. The more you pressure them, the worse it will be. That also means letting go of any expectations from them. Love is not transactional. Can you give your heart to them without expecting them to love you in return? You have to show them that you love them no matter what they do. Being with the Pisces would allow you to understand your dynamic even more so. You would have a lot of compassion and care for each other. You motivate each other to be better human beings. Your Pisces is your muse. But at the end of the day, this couple doesn't usually work out. It's like you're cursed to begin with. So if you are in this relationship and it is working out, just know that you are rare, you're one of a kind, and it means that what you have is extremely deep and passionate, and it bypasses all of this crazy nonsense, right? This is a very hectic relationship, and you can both be very overstimulated with everything. It's not usually your cup of tea. And the power can just overshadow everything. You want to be in charge? Well, lean into your desire for things to look good, because it will help you figure out how you really feel inside. Because it often takes you some time to truly understand and feel what your heart wants from a Pisces. You are not the sign that gives up easily. You can't sleep with them and work on the relationship. Don't talk about the problems you're facing when you're being intimate with them. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my cat is snoring and making noises in her sleep, and it's really cute. Oh. Anyway, address those problems at a different time, not while you're trying to get down and dirty, okay? Pisces can have mood swings. And you might have to be that partner that gets them out of their funk. Like you need to push them to get outside, get some fresh air, take a walk around the block, or, watch a nice movie that makes you both really happy. Like you're the one who might have to get them out of their darkness a little bit. You might have to initiate activities or try to lighten the mood in order to kind of get things moving and flowing. They tend to rely on you a lot, probably too much. They can be like walking hurricanes, and it can be super chaotic. You both might also feel like the other is super chaotic or super selfish, or they only really care about themselves. Now, in a platonic relationship, a Pisces would be someone you could vent to. They can hold space for you. Getting married to a Pisces usually doesn't pan out well, especially if you are having children with them. And the Pisces isn't really interested in parenting. But if the Pisces actually wants to be a parent, then this definitely has a higher chance of success. Pisces aren't always grounded in reality, okay? You can be very grounded. So your Pisces can get very carried away with things that aren't tangible, like ideas, fantasies, philosophies, dreams. This can drive you insane because you need to make things make sense. You might enjoy pickleball as a date, or tennis, or ping pong, or golf, or mini golf. If your Pisces wants a lot of kids, this is more likely to work out in the long run. But if your Pisces has their head in the clouds, then you will probably lose your shit. Like if they refuse to use their common sense, you're gonna lose your shit. There's only so much woo-woo fantastical stuff that you can put up with at once. Your Pisces is likely a homebody, somebody who might need to be reminded to get outside or call a friend or go hang out with someone. They're in their own little world. You both do your best to consider each other when you're making decisions, and you tend to be a very friendly couple. You like interacting with others or hanging out with people as a couple. You feel okay confiding in each other. You support them and you boost their confidence in themselves. You and your Pisces might enjoy hiking or going for runs. You tend to be a very active duo. As friends, you would be someone your Pisces could trust with their insecurities. You're super encouraging and you share a lot of similar interests. Pisces like having a lot of compliments, and they do need to have their ego stroked. You could definitely be that person for them. Going to a concert together or some kind of bougie art exhibit might be really nice. It might be a really fun date idea. It might be a fun activity to try together. This is just a very bougie couple, okay? Now, I have seen firsthand this relationship work out, okay? One of my oldest friends is a Pisces, and he is married to an Aries Taurus Cusp, and they have a beautiful relationship as far as I know. And they're expecting. So, it's not impossible, but like I said, this video will help you better understand your dynamic, and hopefully it will give you some tips on how to better things as well, like how to work on things if they're not going the way you want them to. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment below if you're an Aries Taurus Cusp or if you're a Pisces, if you have dated one another, if you are interested in dating an Aries Taurus Cusp or a Pisces. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know if you had a good experience, bad experience, what your thoughts are, if you completely disagree with this, or even if you don't, if you love it, let me know. I want to know. And subscribe to my channel. Bye-bye.